Hey everybody, welcome back. Just want to give a quick little update first before going into the inking side for the actual Hell of a Boss poster. Uh, I'm still going to be tracing from my original concept. Sorry if the video blurs a bit. So yeah, let me turn on the flashlight so you can see. So yeah, I'm going to be still tracing this. I might continue it just to give you a rough idea, because the original poster looks like this, and I want to keep the elements I do like, the way stuff was designed, and then and tracing stuff and all that. But yeah, let's get this video on the way. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Also, I'm going to probably have to turn off replies in that freaking comment section after a certain point. Mainly when I say that is because there is a video I commented on that was Hell of a Boss related, and now I'm just constantly getting comments from that, thing, and it's just annoying. It's mainly, I don't understand this toxic, like, I can understand, like, if it was legit. Like, yeah, I know that these shows do get a lot of hate sometimes and stuff like that. But there's also a lot of fans that just confuse, like, always, they want to basically, anything that doesn't align with their rhetoric is hate. Like any type of criticism for story, character design, like, it's just black and white rhetoric of hate, and it's very annoying to me, at least. I don't know what about you, because I do enjoy the show. I'm not gonna sit there and say, but they also like have this little label of, well, oh, these people don't understand or appreciate, people like who do animation or this, that, or the other. I'm sorry, but that is the most BS claim that I've ever heard. Now, there are people that are that way, but there's a lot of people that do appreciate animation and stuff like that. And just throwing that around is just almost insulting to me. The reason it's insulting to me as a fan of not only the show, but also as a fan in general, is just that it's just this very toxic, in my eyes, it's very toxic rhetoric, because it's BS. It's BS in my eyes for three reasons. One, this is a part of like every fandom that always annoys me. Like, you can't sit there, like I was like seeing some of these replies, and I don't want to list these commenters' names or anything, but like they should just shut their mouths and this, that, and the other, and for what they have to say, for their opinions on like the show and stuff. And I was reading through this stuff, and I was just kind of like, there was some good stuff, so I'm not going to say everything was bad, but then there's a lot of that toxicity, like that black and white rhetoric of this, that, and the other. And it's just like, they label or vilify, or that anyone who disagrees is like a hater, or like, like, I don't think any show deserves hate. But then again, like, a lot nowadays, everybody like, there's this massive confusion between actual hate and constructive criticism. And I'm sorry, but like, nowadays, like, nobody can take any criticism. And as an artist, I get it tons of times. Like, now I do get my fair share of praise, which I appreciate a lot, but I also can take criticism. That's part of the gig. You're supposed to take criticism. Like, if everything's always perfect, if you can really call it such, really at that point, it's not even, I don't know, because it's just that it's very a toxic, it's a lose-lose situation, because one, you're basically asking people to try to change their thought process, and that's impossible, because it's like trying to change children in my eyes. Now, not every fandom's like that, and I'm not saying all the people are like that. I'm not, so don't get me wrong. I don't want to say, something that might offend somebody, but think about it from this perspective. I've seen a lot of fandoms that are like this, and it's very toxic and very, this black or white rhetoric. Just put it into a thought process. Think about this for just a couple minutes. Where the creator can do no wrong. Any type of criticism is bad, because their bias of the show is, oh, well, because I love the show, you're a bad person for even criticizing something that I like. And, like the author could do no wrong, they would, or not Arthur, but like the creator could they would trust them with their own kids or whatever, blah, 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 like that fanboy obsessed type of attitude. And I've actually seen that even with the Percy Jackson fandom. And there was a video where a creator actually said that, those exact words. So if I'm not crazy, you can actually, if you can find it, that's you. But don't get me wrong, I can be a very opinionated person, so you're free to disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. If that turns you off this channel and you just think, oh, well, now I don't like him because he disagrees, well, that just proves my point. Like, I want this to be a channel where you're free to talk, and if you're free to disagree with me, just don't vilify me as a bad person for having a difference in opinion. Because that's my point. It's like a lot of people nowadays just do that. Like, you basically don't even give people really a shot. They just say whatever, and like you're just supposed to run with it. And like at that point, you're just kind of like, what the hell? So yeah, it's really toxic, and hold on, let me adjust the flashlight here. And very almost annoying, because like, think about it, like, it's freedom of speech, plus it's the internet. For one, you're not going to get anywhere when it comes to the idea of shutting people up. That's perfectly, really just impossible, first of all. Second of all, if I'm being honest, that's just toxic in general. Just having that thought process. Oh, you should just keep your mouth shut. You're not allowed to voice your opinion or even complain or whatever. It's just, honestly, that's just childish in my eyes. Like, for one, like, people are allowed to complain. They're allowed, like, if, let's say, if people weren't allowed to complain, then we would not, then, okay, let's apply that to everything then, not just to the franchise that you like the most. See, that's where I can get you. Because, okay, if we're not allowed to complain, then, okay, let's not complain about any new franchises or anything that's going on in form of media. So, Lightyear, all the complaints for that are now invalid. Anything that anyone has made recently that's not been good, like Velma, all the complaints for that have been invalid now. See, that's where I can get you. So don't act like nothing can be criticized, because that's just the name of the game. If something is crap or something is not, you just personally don't get, or like a design or something, you're allowed to voice it. That's the problem. If everybody's so used to their echo chambers, where if you don't agree, then you're bad, you don't really get anything. Like, with my community that I'm trying to build, I honestly don't mind a bit of criticism. I don't mind. I love the positive feedback. That's always great. But if if I see like a negative comment, I'm not gonna hide it or be a jerk. Like actually, I don't mind seeing that pushback. Like, oh, like your video quality or your like a criticism. The main person that I like when Lynn. If you see this, I really do appreciate like sometimes the criticisms for like, well, you should do this with your videos or do that, like that type of stuff. I take that into consideration. Now, the only reason sometimes I don't do it, don't mean I don't listen. It's mainly just due a lack of knowledge, one, lack of knowing how to set it up, two, and just plain and simple, I'm a moron. Well, I wouldn't say broadly I'm a moron, but like I'm just not as capable or as easy to. It doesn't come as easy to me as other people, because for me being uniquely the way I am, it's not gonna immediately click. It's just not. And that's okay. Being a little slow on the draw or a little bit different, I make up for that in other areas. So like with my drawing skill or my painting skill, I get a lot of compliments for it all the time, for last videos and stuff. And I really do appreciate it. But to be honest, I didn't get that way overnight. It took criticism and, kept trying. I've self-taught myself, a lot of things. Now, do I know everything of how to draw? No. There is plenty of other artists that are way better at certain things than me. Let's see. Even my own subscribers. Claire, Claire 666. She is a very great digital artist. She's pretty cool, okay with animation. A lot better than I could do. Let's see. Beta Cat. She's an amazing artist. She's a lot more knowledgeable about certain things than I am. She's very talented. Let's see. Lena, whatever. She's an amazing artist. She's very she has a very cool style of how she does stuff, and she does more stuff that is more less stuff than what I do. Like I mainly do like these posters and stuff, but she does more cooler stuff than I do. Which is more abstracting or like more collages or whatever. She's an amazing artist as well. And there's so many different styles and stuff. Now, am I just because I don't do that stuff, I'm going to envy or be mad about it? No. I actually congratulate those people. Like they're just as capable or even more so than I am. And they deserve all the praise, to be honest. If I have a struggle, at least I can admit it. I can let go of my pride. Now, not every artist or not every person can do that. And that's the most important thing. You have to let go of that pride and admit, okay, I don't know everything. And that's perfectly fine. And that's the thing, is not everybody's going to willingly do that. To be honest, like, as an artist, I literally spend hours on end trying to draw and do stuff, and it's always fun. But, there's tons of better artists than I am. Even, like, some of my subscribers are very good. Hell, there's times where I'm taking advice from them. and then, so that's, like, don't always take my word for everything. Like, there's always going to be somebody that knows a little bit more than you, and that's okay. It's just a part of the game. It's experience. Like that, if you have a lack of experience in something, it's okay to learn and grow. Whether, the thing is, the only drawback is that sometimes the people that have more experience, you have to take from the good ones, because there are people that may have more experience and they're just cocky and arrogant because of that. And I'm not saying any of the people that I listed that are. There are people that I've met in real life, not on here. I have never encountered anyone on here that is that way. Unless you count, there was someone, but it wasn't an artist. It was an infamous YouTuber that was kind of condescending and kind of jerk, which, oh well. But yeah, besides him, I've never encountered anyone on here that is like that. And to be honest, that's great. You know, I try to not be that type of person in real life or on here. I take, you know, criticism. I will take any type of suggestions, because that is the name of the game. And I want to build a community, not just with my fans, like of my that like my stuff, but also build it to where like we could all like grow together. Like basically, that is why I'm actually glad that she liked the idea of doing something that has been or Hell of a Boss related, for maybe a art collab, because I wanted to do maybe a 3-on art collab, but I haven't gotten a response from the other person, being Claire. I don't think she's seen it yet, but hey, everybody's busy doing their own thing. That's perfectly fine. I'm glad you're supportive of the idea. I really appreciate it. I think it'll be fun. I will say it's going to be a pain for me to try to do it. Not going to lie, because of the knowledge aspect of trying to set it up, and also the other side of things. So it might be later in the future. Maybe it will be for if we can get to 100. We both could. We could do it together when we both hit 100. Or maybe when one of us does, we can let the other know and be like, hey, let's do something together. I don't know. But yeah, to be honest, like that's the part of the, like that's what I would want for like a community, is like not just focusing on art stuff too, but also like we could talk about like just media in general, and have like good constructive, like I wouldn't say full on like if arguments or debates or anything, but like just like we're allowed to express ourselves and stuff like that, and that's perfectly great. Like I want that type of community aspect of like we could all talk, express ourselves, you know, whatever, whatever you are, doesn't matter to me. Like that's like I don't want to, I'm not that type of person to basically be a prick to anyone. Whatever you are, that doesn't matter to me. If this community is welcome to anyone, and if you're here for the art, that's great. If you're here for seeing the games, that's great. If you're here for the audio stuff, that's great too. If you like that stuff. So for me, that is the type of community that I want to build. Like hopefully you guys like agree. Like if you guys don't agree, we're just now I'm really gonna be confused. I'm gonna basically be like, well, what? No, I'm pretty sure most of you will agree though. On that aspect, to be honest. Because to be honest, I personally, I have tons of projects. Like I have tons of posters that I need to work on and stuff, and like seeing you guys' like reaction to some of them, like, oh, this looks great, this looks, you know, stuff like that, is always a highlight to my day, even when I'm feeling blue. And I was having a pretty rough day yesterday, and I haven't responded back to a friend of mine, and I need to. And if he ever sees this, I really appreciate him, you know, and all that. I don't want to go fully in depth about with my personal life, so yeah, I just wanted to say that. Who knows? He may not see this. If he does, want him to know that. Yeah, really appreciate all this, the feedback and the kind words. Sometimes I'll say this, sometimes I question how I gotten this far, and then I look at like the comments and I'm like, because of you guys. So you guys make it worthwhile, and it's always fun. Hopefully to more of this, to be honest, because I want to eventually, if we can get to 100K, or at least 1,000 subscribers or whatever, to at least to K, then maybe we can finally do this stuff live, because that's the big pipe dream. I have not I have not tried the community posts for 3 reasons. One, I don't know how to do it with my mobile device. That's the first one. Second one is I don't think I have enough subscribers to where it will work. So if you'd be so kind, maybe pass the channel around. Nah, if you guys could do that, like, help me get up there. I'm not the best artist in the world, I know that, but I want to not only help out not only just do this for myself, but I also want to, go sub to some of the people sometimes I link them in the description. If you want to sub to them, feel free to do so. I always been the type of person that I care about everybody, so I always try to leave at them or tag them most of the time and every time I do a video. Now, does it always work? I don't think it always does. But yeah. So yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. You probably could hear a bit of background noise. That would be somebody. But yeah. I'm just inking right now. The Nifty, I think that's her name. I'm already right. I'm probably questioning myself, and like I'm already right on it. But who knows? Who cares? I don't want to make this video go for too long due to storage reasons, but hopefully you guys enjoy. But yeah, there will be more videos, doing different projects in the future. Hold on. There will be correcting and tracing that. I will continue to work on the other posters. You get to decide in the next for what I should work on in the future. But till next time, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and leave a comment if you enjoyed. If you disagreed with anything I said in the video, feel free to let me know what your opinions, and peace. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm turning into Deathman, sorry. But yeah, peace, guys. Bye.